First on our agenda, we're going to administer the oath of office to school board member, Mr. Lawrence A. Guillory, District 7. Yep. Just ask they push their little button.
Good to go. Okay. All right. Do you, Lawrence Guillory, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution and laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of this state, and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon you as District 7 Board Member for St. Mary Parish School Board, according to the best of your ability and understanding, so help you God?
I do.
The end. Okay, so you'll sign.
I know how to work this pen. Oh, isn't that special?
We just want to thank Mr. Murphy Ponte for dedicating so many years to public education, and we just value you, and we had the honor to serve with you, and we just thank you so much for your commitment to our community, our kids, our teachers, everyone into public education. We just thank you, Mr. Murphy.
Could not have worked at a better place.
I think I heard it was 60 years, huh, Mr. Murphy?
70.
70 years of dedication to education. Thank you so much.
Your 300. You just leave them here.
We can take them to your seat.
Thank you, everybody.
Mr. Murphy, do you want to say anything? Or Mr. Guillory? Either one.
I graduated from Franklin High School in 1962. Went over to Nichols. I took care of the livestock 2 or 3 years. Then I moved into the oil and gas industry 5 years, and then Cabot Corporation for 15 years. And then 1970 came along. I've been stuck here. I really do like it. Wonderful people, parents, teachers, board members, congratulate you for the place that you have, the work you're doing, and the wonderful, wonderful families that just keep working. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy. Now, I hope I can live up to your reputation that you've had in the past, and I look forward to working with everyone here. I'm a longtime resident, lifelong resident of Centerville, other than my military service. This community is great, and we want to continue to have safe schools and quality education. I want to do everything I can to help you guys. Looking forward to it.
And if I wouldn't have been deaf now, since I can no longer hear, cannot participate, and I retired again. So take care of yourself. And thank you.
All right, welcome, Mr. Guillory. All right, Dr. Fagenbush, can you please call roll?
Miss Brent? Miss Moore? Miss Anselm?
Present.
Miss Jones? Miss Griffin? Miss LaSalle? Mr. Guillory? Mr. Parity? Mr. Mancuso? Miss Dennis? Miss Black? We have a quorum.
Thank you. If you are able to, please stand for the invocation followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Would you please bow your head for a moment of prayer? Father God, we come before your holy presence to say thank you for all of your bountiful blessings that you continue to provide to each of us and our families. Secondly, as always, we ask and thank you for giving your wisdom and understanding to our superintendent, Dr. Fagenbush, school board president, Mrs. Black, and to all of our other school board members that will allow them to effectively discuss and subsequently take actions as needed on all of the items comprising today's agenda. And finally, as always, we thank you for keeping all of our schools, offices, students, school board employees, and all of our families as safe as possible. These and other blessings we ask in your name and in the name of Jesus, and may you continue to bless and protect our state, our parish, and most importantly, our United States of America. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First on our agenda, introduction of students and employees of the month. First up, Hattie Watts Elementary.
Hi, I'm Dr. Como, principal at Hattie Watts Elementary, and tonight I am proud to present our Student and Teacher of the Year. Our Student of the Year is Miss Alea Allen. She is represented tonight by her mother. She was right behind me. Oh, she's trying to get pictures. Her mom is here, as well as her grandparents and other families and friends of hers. Her favorite subject in school is math because she knows that she's really good at it and she can help other people because it sometimes is hard for others. She wants to be a doctor when she grows up. She has been in dance for several years. She's also joining Beta this year and 4-H. Her advice for other WeJacks at our school is to always do your best and work hard. She says, work your best until you are the best. She says this with love, and she wants them to know that when they make a mistake, just learn from it because it's okay. She is part of Miss Rhodes, Miss Triggs, and Miss Gilmore's class, who will also be presented later tonight. She is going to be something that you hear about in the future. She is a wonderful example of what we want all of our WeJacks to strive to be. So tonight I present our Student of the Year, Miss Alea App. She also makes sure she does not leave school unless she gives me a hug every day.
Can we ask her family to stand to be recognized?
Yes. I think it's such a packed house that I think some of them are out in the, yeah. All right, next is our Teacher of the Year, Miss Nicole Boudreau. She is a 4th grade ELA and Social Studies teacher at Hattie Watts. She has earned her Bachelor of Science degree in Birth to 5 Early Intervention and Special Education from Nicholls State University. Sorry, she's really good. She is currently part of the St. Mary Parish Leadership Cohort to earn her master's degree in educational leadership. Nicole is a certified mentor for our parish and currently serves as a mentor for one of our coworkers in 3rd grade. She is the committee chairperson for our newly implemented Beta Club. She serves on our Title I PBIS, Literacy Night team, and is a part of our instructional leadership team where she helps to make decisions on how to improve our school. She has helped to create the current fourth grade social studies curriculum guide for our district. Ms. Boudreaux believes in creating a classroom environment where students feel welcome and loved as she implements whole brain teaching strategies throughout the day to keep her students engaged and learning in a hands-on learning environment. Because she has so many fantastic things happening in her classroom, she often gets observed not only by educators in our district, but as well as other districts. Her teaching motto is relationships before rigor, grace before grades, patience before programs, and love before lessons. If you want to see what phenomenal teaching looks like, you can come by Hattie Watts and look in her classroom because she is a true example of what teachers should look like, and I am very lucky to have her as a WEJAC. I present, well, let me stop because her family is here and there's a lot of them. Her mom is right here, Ford, her son, her daughter is Norris over there, her husband, and I think she has sisters, dad. She has tons of family here to support her. So I present to you Ms. Nicole Boudreaux, our Teacher of the Year.
Next up, Morgan City Junior High School.
Good evening. I'm honored to be here tonight to present our Morgan City Junior High Student and Employee of the Month. Our Morgan City Junior High Student of the Month is Mr. Isaac Price. Isaac is one of our football team's captains and a 4.0 student. He was also our 8th grade Top Tiger of the Month in August, our Morgan City Junior High Student of the Year, and now our Parish Student of the Year. And boy, did we celebrate this morning. Isaac is also a member of the Morgan City Junior High Beta Club, Quiz Bowl, and track teams. Outside of school, Isaac is very active in our community, being a member of Boy Scout Troop 49, where he participates in numerous service and leadership projects as the current quartermaster. I have personally had the pleasure of witnessing Isaac's service for Toys for Tots, flag retirement ceremonies, city beautification events, and placing flags on graves for Memorial Day. But my favorite memory was watching Isaac serving food and supplies to families after the hurricanes. Last but not least, Isaac is also a very talented actor, most recently starring as Fritz, did I say that right, in the Baton Rouge Ballet Theater Nutcracker. Isaac states that he is a huge fan of space exploration and science, perhaps one day becoming a field astronaut, an aerospace engineer, or a ground control lead. I'm not sure what that is, but he has many designs already piled high, and he's waiting to showcase those. He plans on applying technology that has never been perceived before and kick off the same spark of motivation the space race had all those years ago. Watch out, NASA. He also states that he is greatly indebted to his role models, his teachers, his coaches, and his family, and he would not be where he is today without each and every one of them. In closing, one of Isaac's teachers said it best. Isaac always has such a positive attitude, from greeting everyone he sees to helping students in class. He's a perfect example of a roaring tiger. And I know Isaac will keep roaring wherever life takes him. Isaac is joined here tonight by his parents, his siblings, and some of the members of our Tiger team. It is my honor to present to you Mr. Isaac Price. Just a few weeks ago on October 29th, our Tiger team was decked out in red in honor of a very vital member of our team to celebrate his milestone birthday with his favorite color. It is my honor to present this vital member of our team and the newest 70-year-old on the block, our Morgan City Junior High Employee of the Month, Mr. James Navarre. Mr. James, or Scooter, as he is affectionately known to many, has been a head custodian at Morgan City Junior High for the last 8 years. Mr. Navarre is up early every day to make sure our building is in tip-top shape for our Tigers, but his reach goes far beyond this. One of our teachers wrote that Mr. Navarre greets us and the students every morning with a smile and always reminds us to be positive. He's a huge asset to our school. Mr. Navarre has one of the biggest hearts you will ever meet. He's often found in the halls reminding our students to tuck those shirts in, put those IDs on, or spoiling our students by purchasing them after-school snacks, which I tell him not to do all the time. But on a personal note, I'm grateful to Mr. Navarre's friendship. While I'm often all over the place some days, he makes sure to always check in on me, from meeting me at my car in the morning with an umbrella so that I don't get wet, checking in to make sure I ate my lunch, or bringing me cough drops when I'm stubborn and coughing. So thank you, Mr. Navarre. When Mr. Navarre is not lending his talents to our Tigers, he may be found cooking for his family and friends or with his bowling team. He informed me that I must make this speech quick so he can get to the bowling alley tonight so he doesn't miss their match. So I'm cutting it short, okay? Mr. Navarre is joined tonight by his lovely wife and members of our Tiger team. So it is my honor to present to you Mr. James Navarre.
All right, and next up will be West St. Mary High School.
Can I do it like that? I'm nervous too, but don't tell nobody, okay? You want me to cry? Okay, I got you. Thank you for having us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's my honor to introduce to you a remarkable young woman and our nominee for this year's Student of the Year, Ms. Kelsey Brianne August. If I gotta say the time, you gotta say the time. Kelsey's the daughter of Ms. Bethany Burrell and the granddaughter of Ms. Barbara Burrell and the late Horace Burrell. She is joined today by her mother and her godfather, Mr. Kentrell Lewis. Throughout her 4 years at West St. Mary High School, Kelsey has been a vibrant and active member of numerous clubs and organizations. She has demonstrated excellent, and exceptional, and any other type of word you can imagine when it comes to leadership, as the captain of Dazzling Diamonds, as the president of JAG, as the members of several clubs such as FFA, the Wolfpack Health Ambassadors, Insight, you name it, Kelsey does it. I'm so proud of her. Kelsey's school achievements are outstanding, including completing dual enrollment courses, placing second in English competitions, and going to district rallies. Every Sunday, Kelsey dedicates her time to Hines Memorial Temple Church of God in Christ, participating in services and youth Sunday school. Her passion for dance is expressed through her involvement in the youth choir and the praise group Heinz Chosen Few. In addition to her love for dance, Kelsey runs her own makeup artistry business, Beat by K. Bree. She started this in her sophomore year. Her venture has become her passion, and alongside her community service work with the Dell Leader Teen Club of the Franklin Jeanerette chapter, through this club, Kelsey participates in food drives, toy drives, and awareness ceremonies for youth and teens. After high school, Kelsey plans to attend Grambling State, pursuing a double major in psychology and social work with the goal of becoming a licensed clinical social worker. Her dedication to academics, faith, dance, and her community service is truly inspiring. Kelsey Brianne August is a shining example of what it means to be a committed and compassionate leader. I could only aspire to be as good as her. Kelsey. You like that? Love you. Don't look at the crumples, okay? It's her fault. So it's with great honor and privilege that I introduce to you West St. Mary's exceptional school support employee, Miss Trinity Weber. Miss Trinity Weber is the daughter of Larry Armelin and Darlene Young, and the mother of Anari and Cade. Also, what you don't know is, Miss Trinity is the proud alumni of West St. Mary. She's come full circle, returning to the halls where she once walked as a student to now serve the institution that empowered her. For the past 3 years, Trinity has diligently managed our books and assisted in the office wherever needed. Her can-do attitude and her resilience have enabled her to tackle any task, no matter how challenging. Yes, even the most daunting of tasks, putting up with me. Trinity is deeply invested in the well-being of our students, finding joy in organizing events and activities that enrich their school experiences. When she's not cheering on the Wolfpack, she dedicates her time to encouraging her children, Anari and Cade, so that they strive in the excellence of everything that they do. A true supermom and a vital member of West St. Mary, it's my pleasure to present to you Miss Trinity Weber. And we got a prize for her. And she does share snacks. Look, you really need to eat snacks. I know. Yeah, hold him. You're not gonna take a picture with your fudge rounds? Where you going? Go take a picture. And just in case you want to know about my crumpled paper, it was flat and ready for tonight's presentation. And then Miss Trinity had to get me straight, so I got upset with her and I crumpled it up and I said, I'm not talking about you tonight, forget it.
If you are a student or employee of the month, I think they're going to be taking pictures outside. Miss. Gotcha. Next up on our agenda, recognition of newly appointed positions. Ms. Este.
Mr. LaBeouf, he's out there. Is he coming? I'll go get him.
Give us just a moment. We have a full house. We're trying to get our new appointee.
Here, come on up. I am proud to introduce Mr. Chase LaBeouf. He is the newly appointed Dean of Students at Morgan City High School. Prior to joining our team in St. Mary Parish, Mr. LaBeouf started his career as a middle school band teacher in Jefferson Parish. He then earned his master's degree in educational leadership in June of 2022, and then was promoted to Dean of Students at L.W. Higgins High School in Jefferson Parish in 2023. And now he has joined our team in St. Mary. So help me in welcoming Mr. Chase LaBeouf.
Thank you all for that warm welcome into this district. Thank you for the honor and privilege to work with your wonderful students that we have over at Morgan City High School. Thank you.
Okay, we would like to move up the recognition of our VAM teachers to this point. Does any board members have any opposition to that? Okay, hearing none, Ms. Este, recognition of VAM teachers.
Okay, for all of you who are here for VAM recognition, please come stand in the front. So I am proud to recognize our teachers on their VAM score. Just to give you a little information about VAM, it stands for Value Added Model, and it measures a teacher's effect on students' achievement. It measures student success compared to similar peers year to year. Value Added is a statistical model that uses student characteristics to determine and anticipate student performance in their current year. So as I call your name, I would like for you to step forward so everyone can see who you are. And then family members, when I call their name, if you would stand up and be recognized as well. Okay? So we'll start with Ms. Nicole Boudreau. Ms. Shannon Jett. Ms. Janine Hung. Ms. Megan Vining. Ms. Angela Kolka. Ms. Renata Kolar. Ms. Rakisha Triggs. Ms. Shannon Duplantis. Ms. Nicole Pellerin. Ms. Shaquilla Coleman. Ms. Crystal Nope. Miss Taylor Weary. Miss Alyssa Rhodes. Miss Alyssa Rhodes has, out of the 5 years of teaching a VAM grade level, she's had 3 out of the 5 years, which is 60% of highly effective. Miss Shante Womble. Miss Womble, out of the 3 years of teaching a VAM subject, has had 3 out of 3 years, 100% of highly effective. Miss Heather Krappel. Ms. Krappel has had 4 consecutive years of highly effective. Ms. Maybelle Klein. She has had 3 consecutive years of highly effective, and of her 4 years teaching a VAM subject, 3 of the 4 were highly effective. Ms. Jennifer Ross. And Ms. Jennifer Ross's 2 years of teaching a VAM course, both were highly effective. Ms. Leah Becknow. She did say she had prior family engagements and wasn't able to attend. Of her 4 years, 3 have been highly effective. No, Miss Lainey McElroy, did I call you? I'm so sorry. And then we have Miss Mary Gilmore. She has been a VAM teacher for the past 10 years. That's how long we have had VAM, and 7 out of her 10 years have been highly effective. So as a VAM teacher, our board had passed that anyone that scored a VAM of 4, which all of them have scored the 4, highly effective, will get a $3,000 stipend. And you'll receive your stipend before Christmas.
All right. Next up, we have a brief informational presentation on healthcare tax initiative by Mr. Bill Bourgeois.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks. Again, my name is Bill Bourgeois. I serve as Hospital Services District Number 2's legal counsel. I'm here with board member Angelina Bricado from Patterson and our communication consultant, Barbara Carey. And you are leaders of education, obviously, but you're also leaders in the community. And so we felt it important to come here and share with you a little bit about what Hospital Services Number 2 is doing in connection with the tax proposition that we have on the December 7th ballot. Let me see. I'll start it here. Video.
Ochsner St. Mary is the heart of healthcare in our community. We offer compassionate, comprehensive care. Our incredible, dedicated doctors, nurses, and staff make that heartbeat every day. We use advanced technology with a human touch to provide diagnostics, surgery, cardiology, emergency medicine, rehab, and much more. Ochsner St. Mary saves lives. Nationally recognized Ochsner Health operates the hospital, but we, the citizens of East St. Mary, own the facility. After 45 years, it needs major repairs. After this work, it will continue for years to provide the right environment for our patients and providers. We have a proposition on the December 7th ballot, which will fund major repairs and provide scholarships for local youth to attend medical or nursing school or other healthcare-related programs. They will return home to help our dedicated staff and patients. Our hearts are in what we do every day. Please vote on December 7th.
Okay, so I want to give you a high-level overview. I want to be respectful of your time, so I'm going to give an accelerated presentation, but I want you to know that you can come to me with any questions. You can ask questions when I'm done. You can also go to Hospital 2024, the website that was just mentioned. I'll mention it again, but Hospital 2024, it has essentially all of this information available on the website. So Ochsner is, as you know, just a tremendous force in the healthcare sector of our regional economy. They have 46 hospitals and 370 healthcare centers. We brought them into Morgan City in 2019, and they lease the facility from Hospital Services Number 2, which owns it. It provides tremendous number of visits per year. We have nearly 25,000 visits to the emergency room. We have, as you can see, 47,000 outpatient procedures. This facility definitely serves a need that we have in the community. We have a large number of services at the facility. Many people don't know that. We want to educate the public on that. We have wound care, for example. Many people don't know that, but we have all of the services that are listed here available in some form or another. We have great door to provider times. We are in the top 10% of the nation at Ochsner St. Mary with 11.7 minutes, and the average is 30 minutes. We have done great. Our provider here, Ochsner, has done great in the leapfrog scores, and you know, these are grades relative to patient safety. The hospital has a huge economic impact on the community. We have roughly 250 employees. We have a $97 million regional economic benefit. It pays $385,000 annually in taxes. So it's vitally important to our economy. One thing we found out through surveys and focus groups is that the electorate, the people in the community, just really don't know that we have this relationship, that we, as a Hospital Service Number 2, that the citizens of the community own the facility, and Ochsner leases it. And Ochsner has spent a lot of money on the community since moving here. They've invested $6 million in electronic medical records and in the computers. They've bought new equipment, and they've invested way more than they were obligated to under the lease. The lease only required them to spend $200,000 per year on maintenance. They're up to now over $15 million in expenditures. So we're sort of at a critical time as far as maintenance and repair, and that's what I'm getting to. So the facility needs investments now. It was constructed roughly in 80, 81, and at this age, it needs a little work. It's a solid concrete and steel building that can be made tremendously better with just a little bit of TLC that we need to provide to it. But we've got to make these improvements. We've got to take care of the building. We want to recruit doctors here. We want to have good indoor air quality. We want to have a building that doesn't leak, and we deserve to have good care. A 45-year-old home obviously has needs. This hospital needs new air conditioning. We need to seal the building envelope. We need new windows. We want hurricane-resistant, energy-efficient windows that don't leak. And so we have been having an architectural firm that specializes in hospitals come out and do annual evaluations. We have a list of exactly what we need to do to the facility. We know what those things are. We have a plan to take care of them, and it's time to deal with it. We want to seal the building envelope. We want to replace and upgrade the windows. We want to replace the roof flashing, and make the building solid. The HVAC system is at the end of life. We need to replace that. We want good indoor air quality for the employees and for the patients and providers. And so we have a list. It's roughly $17 million worth of work. But at the end of that, we will have a very good, very solid building that'll last a very long time. We want to make some other improvements throughout the facility. And we want to offer scholarships. So we just saw Miss Allen here get her award and say that she wanted to go into medicine. We want to have physicians here in our community that grew up here. We want to have students that are here be able to afford to go to medical school and nursing school and other allied health programs. The legislature has set up a statutory scheme for hospital service districts to offer these scholarships. We want to be in a position to fund those scholarships so that we have deserving children in the community that want to go to med school, nursing school. We can take care of that. They'll come back to the community and provide good care. So people ask, what is happening with the funds? Well, this tax proposition is on the December 7th ballot. We'd get money at the end of 2025, and we have a cooperative endeavor agreement that's signed, already in place with Ochsner, between the Hospital Service District and Ochsner. The money would come to the service district. We would enter into a written agreement with Ochsner on exactly how the money would be spent, and either we as the Hospital Service District would take care of those upgrades, or we would supplement Ochsner, convey it to Ochsner via this cooperative endeavor agreement for them to take care of it. And that makes sense when we're talking about things like equipment and supplies and those kinds of things. Ochsner's in a group purchasing organization. They have tremendous buying power. So, for example, during COVID, we funded some ventilators. And it was far better for Ochsner to actually make the purchase of those ventilators at a better price and availability than we could get as a small hospital service district versus a large entity like Ochsner. Voting again is on December 7th. Early voting is November 22nd to Saturday, November 30th. Our district covers from basically the Wax Lake outlet from Calumet Cut all the way east to Amelia. So we have the eastern half of the parish. The western half is in Hospital Service District number 1. It recently had a renewal of the 13.1 mil tax there that passed overwhelmingly, and we basically need the same thing. We're one of the few rural hospital districts in the entire state that does not have community investment, and nowadays it's just a reality. You got to have community investment. You have to really have a tax. We're asking for 9 mills. That's roughly $45 for the average home is $125,000. There's more information about this on the website, but this is a critical need. Healthcare is a critical need in the community, as is education, law enforcement, flood protection, et cetera. So let's see, I think they have one more video maybe. Is it? No? Okay. We have a variety of packages. But anyway, I'm happy to answer any questions. If any of you have any questions about this. Questions? Okay, I encourage you to go to the website, Hospital 2024. If you have any questions after this, feel free to reach out to us. The office has my contact info, and we would very much appreciate you voting. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming and sharing that with us. Okay. Next up, we do not have an amended agenda. Next will be the approval of the official school board minutes from our regular meeting on October 10th, 2024. Ms. Moore makes a motion, Ms. LaSalle seconds. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next is the approval of the consent agenda. The items preceded with an asterisk will constitute the consent agenda, with board members being able to remove any items so desired. All remaining items will constitute the finalized consent agenda and be voted on altogether. Dr. Fagenbush, please read the items on the consent agenda.
Under new business personnel, number 1, review of policies from Forethought Consulting. A, notification of school board meetings, BCBB. B, school board meeting news coverage and broadcasting, BCBJ. C, employment of superintendent, CED. D, personnel records, GAK. E, use of pronouns and given names, GAMK. F, recruitment, GBC. G, sex education, IDBA. H, health education, IDB. I, education of students with exceptionalities, IDDF. J, student health services, JGC. Under business affairs, number 5, approve banking resolutions authorizing signatories of various schools as a result of recent appointments. Number 6, proclamations. A, National Special Education Day, December 2nd, 2024. And 7, field trips. A, Berwick High School, close-up travel to Washington, D.C. metro area, February 2nd through the 7th, 2025.
Thank you. What are the wishes of the board? Got it. Pulling the policies. Policies aren't going to the. Oh, y'all pulling the policies from the consent.
Policies are just for review, right? We'll have a policy committee.
Just review,
meeting.
okay.
Yes, and then we'll have a policy committee.
All right, so Mr. Parity makes that motion. Ms. Griffin seconds it. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, number 2, approve revisions to job description. A, Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Estee.
Okay, in your books, Dr. Fagenbush had written the information for the updates on the Chief Financial Officer job description. So some of the adjustments, like she said, were just to clarify some of the expectations and the responsibilities. However, the most significant was to add in there, take the preferred out for the CPA, Certified Public Accountant, and then if the applicant does not have their CPA, then they have 5 years to work towards that from the time they're hired. Are we doing both of them together? Oh, no, that's no.
Nope, that's good. What are the wishes of the board?
I make a motion to table this item.
All right. All right, so Ms. Anselm made a motion to table this item until later, and Ms. Griffin made the second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, next would be, lost my spot. Discuss and/or take action on index increase for chief accountant.
So the chief accountant position right now is set at 1.35, and proposing to make it a 1.45 to better reflect the responsibilities of that position.
All right, thank you. What are the wishes? Ms. LaSalle? LaSalle makes that motion. Do I have a second? Mr. Mancuso makes the second, and we have a question from Ms. LaSalle.
When we did the whole leapfrog thing, why wasn't this done then?
Again, in the notes, I said, honestly, this is something that probably should have been adjusted at the time, and we apologize for the oversight. But really looking at this person's responsibility as second in command in accounting, And looking at the comparable indices for other positions, it really is a fair thing to do for that position.
But I'm hoping that, well, we invested, excuse me, I have a sinus thing going on. We invested a lot of money in that program, 65,000, I think. And to have these other things trickling in afterwards kind of looks like we didn't hit all of our marks. And I'd really like to see these kind of things slowing down or stopping altogether. I thought when we approved it, it was done. I agree with you on this one. We all missed it, but I hope there's nothing else coming after that.
Again, just the oversight.
All right, any more questions or discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, thank you, Ms. Este. Under Business Affairs, number 4, approval of purchase of 3 route buses equipped with air conditioning and camera systems. Mr. Lewis.
Good evening, members of the board. I just coming at you this time to get the consideration for approving to purchase 3 Type C 71 passenger route diesel school buses with air conditioner and camera system from Ross Bus Motors. In the packet, you have a copy of how much it would cost per 1 bus and the total for 3 buses on into there. Do you have any questions?
All right. Ms. Griffin.
I have a question. When did we last purchase buses?
We purchased some this semester right here in August. We bought 9 school buses, gas buses. And what we have now, we try to make sure that all of our route buses are air conditioned. Right now, we're at 73% totally getting everything qualified to be air conditioned with camera systems.
Are these replacing leased buses that we currently have?
No, ma'am, them the ones we're going to own so we could try to give back to our high schools and our middle schools after they go to travel. So we put our route buses, then we try to trickle down some of our other buses that we own to our middle schools and high schools.
So this would be...
Clarification if I can. They're going to the lease. The leasing that we're doing right now, we have to minimize some of that because we have a large number. With our purchases, we do not have to lease as many in the upcoming round. We met with Ross Bus, I guess, 3 weeks ago, Mr. Perry, and they are changing their process in the way that they're allowing us to get buses. The turnaround is anywhere from 9 to 12 months to get a new bus once it's ordered because of the high demand that's happening in our state and across the country. So, not directly are they going straight to the schools, but as we transition in our buses that we have currently that are used, that are newer models, are we replacing the ones that we have in the school sites? But yes, they are replacing leased buses. We're not going to be leasing as many buses as a result.
And so, I'm sorry, go ahead. And so what's the total for the 3 buses?
In the package, it's going to be $418,488 and 8 cents. 3 cents, I'm sorry.
418,000
Yes,
for
ma'am.
3 buses.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Jones makes that motion. Ms. Moore seconds it. Any other questions or discussion? Mr. Mancuso.
I guess I just have one question about, if we wouldn't get these for 9 to 12 months? Is the order time frame?
That's why now we're trying to put the order in. They said they do have some coming in. It kind of is like a supply and demand situation at this point. When we lease a bus, it's 24/8. I don't want to say the wrong number. It's 24/5, 24/8.
25/8. Yes, ma'am.
25/8 now
Yes,
because they
ma'am.
did raise it on us. So that's per year, per lease, per bus. So it sounds like an astronomical amount, and it is, but that's the cost of a bus. But within a 5 years' time, we will own these buses if we were leasing them. and be able to continue using them up to 24 or so
25
years.
25.
So we're saving money in the long run. It's a huge investment in the front, but the leasing has really gotten quite expensive for us.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? All right, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Lewis.
Thank you.
Miss, I had an A.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have an A. So we have one opposed. Ms. Griffin. Motion carries. So that's it. All right, next, under reports, the Chief Financial Officer's report. Mr. Perry.
On our sales tax, we're 4 months into the new year, and this month we collected 4.8 million, which is more than we normally collect. That was because of a one-time large audit. And then additionally, your financial statements for the 4 months period ending are in the packet, and I have no other items.
Thank you, Mr. Perry. Next, our superintendent's report. Ms. Liz, yes. Y'all want to set your committees?
Andrew forgot to remind me.
No, I did have it on here, though, to have y'all do it. I was just,
Oh, okay, after hers?
yeah.
Well, no, wait.
All right, it's been an exciting couple of weeks in our St. Mary Parish Schools as we celebrated school-level winners for Teacher, Support, and Student of the Year and recognized district-level winners for the St. Mary Parish School System. We are proud to announce the following district-level representatives in each category. St. Mary Parish Teachers of the Year, Elementary, Nicole Boudreau from Hattie Watts. Junior High, Kelly Summerall from Berwick Junior. And High School, Tina Johnson from Patterson High. St. Mary Parish Support Staff of the Year, Elementary, Donella Wagner, Raintree Elementary. Junior High, Jimmy Gibson, B. Edward Boudreau Middle. And High School, Jessica Samuels from Patterson High. Our St. Mary Parish Principal of the Year is Ms. Debbie Domain of Berwick Elementary. And today we announced our Students of the Year, Ms. Maya LaSalle, Berwick Elementary School, Mr. Isaac Price, Morgan City Junior High, and Ms. Alarian Fuselier from Franklin High School. We are incredibly proud of these individuals who exemplify excellence in education, support, and leadership within our schools. They represent the best of St. Mary Parish, and we are excited to see the continued positive impact they will have on our students and communities. Congratulations to Centerville, Franklin, Patterson, and West St. Mary High Schools for making it to the first round of the LHSAA football playoffs. We are proud of your accomplishment, in which each team safe travels and a successful evening as you compete for a victory tonight. Good luck on the field. Tomorrow night, I'm sorry. Looking ahead, I'd like to remind everyone that special elections for the renewal of our 3 maintenance district taxes will be held on Saturday, December 7th. These funds are vital for maintaining and improving our public schools and facilities, ensuring that our students and staff have the best possible environment for learning and growth. Your support is crucial, and we encourage all eligible voters to participate in this important election. Together, we can continue to provide a high-quality education and well-maintained facilities in our community. And as we approach the Thanksgiving holiday, I want to take a moment to express our gratitude for the continued support and dedication from our students, families, and staff. This time of the year reminds us to reflect on the many blessings in our lives, and we are incredibly thankful to be part of such a vibrant and caring community. I hope each of you enjoys a restful and joyous Thanksgiving break.
Thank you, Dr. Fagenbush. Okay, we have a couple committees to set days and times for. Ms. LaSalle.
I would like to call a technology committee meeting, Mr. Reed, in December. What's good for you? Who are the technology members? What happened? Oh, they're gone. They need to know so they can know says anything good for him? Me, Mr. Jones, Mr. Andrew, Murphy Ponce, Mr. Gillis. Oh, high tech. Oh, it's good for me. Well, it said wave a lot, Jennifer, and then. Mine's like, we'll get the new one. Mine's call committee dates, we'll make sure everyone can attend. Lindsay calls her. Okay, how about the day before, the board meeting? At, huh? The 11th, yes. How's that? For anybody who might be on the board, on the committee. On the committee. At, 5 o'clock? Okay. Anybody have a problem with that? Contact Ms. Black, and she'll, let us know what's good and what's not. But anywhere around the 11th and the time, around 5-ish, 4-ish, whatever. I don't know if you guys work, so
Let's do December 11th at 5 o'clock. Make it simple.
5 o'clock.
That works for y'all? All right, Technology Committee will meet on December 11th at 5 o'clock. Thank you, Ms. LaSalle. All right, Mr. Mancuso.
Okay, I'd like to call, Maintenance District 3 committee meeting. I mean, we can do it. I don't think it's gonna take that long. We can do it that same day, either right before or right after, probably right before. Yeah, 4:30. 4:30, good? Okay, and then, Policy Review Committee. You wanna try to throw that on that same day, or? The 11th. We could do, I don't think it's gonna take that long, but, I mean, you never know. I say at 6 PM after the tech committee.
Our
Okay.
meeting is not gonna take long. It'll be about an hour, maybe. So 6 PM, you said?
Yeah, 6 PM, Policy Review Committee on the 11th.
Okay, so just to recap, Maintenance District 3 Committee meeting December 11th at 4:30. Technology Committee meeting December 11th at 5 o'clock. Policy Review Committee December 11th at 6 o'clock.
Could I ask Mr. Mancuso, I have a school board meeting in Lafayette on the evening of the 11th. Do you think that you're going to need me for that policy committee meeting? I am going to be
Usually-
I'm going to be sending you a letter describing each act like I did before.
Yeah, I think this one, from my first read on it, I don't think so. I'd appreciate that, your review letter. I
Okay.
think that's really.
Well, I just wanted to point out, I do have an issue of conflict that evening if you did need me.
Okay, appreciate it.
All right, any other committee business? And Mr. Guillory will let you know what committees you sit on, okay? All right, next we'll do our resolutions of respect. Ms. Este. Please stand if you're able to.
Memoriam of Carolyn Brew, a retired elementary school teacher, Helen Clark, a retired language arts teacher, Bernie B.J. Jones Jr., former head custodian, Patricia Landrum, retired staff development coordinator, and Joyce Miller, retired school cafeteria manager, Gertie Payroll, retired school migrant advocate. Whereas Almighty God, in his infinite wisdom, has taken from our midst, and whereas their untimely death has deprived the St. Mary Parish school system of these beloved colleagues. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the St. Mary Parish School Board and the people attending this board meeting bow our heads in silent prayer out of respect and extend to their bereaved families our sincere condolences and express the high regard in which we held each of them in life and honor their memory in death. Let us adjourn this meeting out of respect for Carolyn Brew, Helen Clark, Bernie B.J. Jones Jr., Patricia Landrum, Joyce Miller, and Gertie Payroll. Amen.
Thank you, Ms. Este. Next up, we have a student expulsion appeal. Yeah. Parents have requested a private session, executive session, so we'll need a motion and a second. Mr. Mancuso makes that motion, Ms. Moore makes the second. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed?